Good evening, everybody. Welcome to PG Sound Stormwatch. This is going to be my first video of this kind, so if you guys enjoy it later on down the stretch, let me know. Feel free to express your thoughts. We're going to do a little lightning speed run, pun intended, on what we're seeing right now. So this is the current radar imagery. We have had lightning strikes show up with this cell that is moving to the northwest right now. We had a strike that was detected way out here over in the Gorst area, which is very unusual for this one. If we look a little bit farther to the south, you can see this little storm complex just north of Hood River. This is severe storm warned. So the National Weather Service in Pendleton is saying that these storms over the southern Washington's Cascades right now could produce wind gusts in excess of 60 plus miles per hour and 1-inch diameter hail. And so we're going to have to keep an eye on this one tonight, because if we put this loop into motion, you guys can see that is moving dangerously close towards having a trajectory to the South Puget Sound. If it keeps up with the trajectory, I anticipate this will go probably between Tacoma and Olympia, moving northwest. And that's not counting any storms that could pop up over here either. So taking a look at the current satellite imagery, and you guys can see just how massive these storms are right here, right now. This is taking a look at the blue satellite imagery, okay, and then taking a look at the visible imagery. For lack of better words, you guys can see for yourselves just how complex the nature of these storms are for the west side of the Cascades. These things are billowing right now. Taking a look at the dew points around the sound, you guys can see it is insanely muggy out there. Dew point is 66 degrees in Bothell, 66 in Bremerton, 61 in Tacoma. Like, this is completely favorable for storm development. It doesn't really get better than this, guys. This is a quick little look at the CAPE values for around the area. CAPE stands for Convective Available Potential Energy. It's basically how much buoyancy there is in the atmosphere. This is taking a look at the CAPE values according to the High Resolution Rapid Refresh model, and it's showing pretty impressive CAPE values over Cle Elum and surrounding areas right now. If we take a look at the Global Forecasting System, the American model, the resolution is not as high, but it gives you sort of the same picture. Like, CAPE values are higher over the east side of the Cascades and basically negligible on the west side. And taking a look at the European high resolution model, this is definitely showing some CAPE over here in the South Sound, South Washington Cascades, as well as the Olympics, and a good amount of energy over here in Wenatchee, Leavenworth, etc. This is taking a look at the high resolution wind map for surface levels. As you guys can see, if we start bringing it up slowly, you guys are going to see the wind direction and intensity change. So this is at 5,000 feet, and it's showing some wind coming in from the south. It's a little bit stagnant over here, and you can see easterlies flowing over the Cascade gaps over here. Now we're going to go up to 500 millibar heights, which is about 5,500 meters. So this is going to give you the bigger picture of where the storms are coming from. And if you see down here, you can see this massive low pressure system that is responsible for bringing all of this instability and moisture up here. This is something that we only see a few times a year, guys, so enjoy it while it lasts. There's a good chance this will not be the last event of this kind for the year. It's only spring. Summer's still around the corner. Okay, so now we are looking at the College of DuPage weather forecast models. This is the high resolution rapid refresh. This run was initiated at 6 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. This is showing you what the high resolution model thinks is going to be coming through in the early morning hours tomorrow and the late night hours tonight. So as you guys can see, it's picking up the current cells pretty well. It's not really showing what's going on over Federal Way at the moment. For Federal Way, there's been a few lightning strikes. Nothing too crazy, but this is showing that the main show starts probably right around 1 a.m., 2 a.m. So this is universal time, and since we're on Pacific Daylight Time, you subtract 7 from this. So 09Z is actually 2 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. and it shows one round come through between 1 and 2, and then possibly another round around 7 or 8 a.m. And this is only according to one forecast model. Thank you guys so much for tuning into my first forecast briefing. I'm sorry I'm a little bit rusty with this. This is my first time doing something like this, but I can only get better from this point on. So thank you guys again for your cooperation. Make sure to hit that subscribe button to Puget Sound Stormwatch, and I will see you guys for the next storm.